My wife saw her engaged friend sleep with a random guy at her bachelorette party, and doesn't think it was cheating. Now I'm questioning my entire marriage. A few weeks ago, my wife went away to Miami for one of her best friend's bachelorette party. After she got back, I overheard a conversation between my wife and another one of her friends that was also at the bachelorette party. Long story short, the bride-to-be cheated on her fiancé while she was there. She met a guy at a club, took him back to her hotel room, and they had intimacy. I was shocked. To me, this was a big deal. The wedding is in a few weeks, but my wife didn't think it was that big of a deal. She said she shouldn't have done it, but it was just intimacy with a guy she'd never see again. Just one last fling before her friends settled down, nothing to call off a wedding for. I could not believe what I was hearing, and my thoughts immediately turned to my wife's own bachelorette party. She went to Vegas for the weekend with the same group. If she didn't think it was a big deal, did she hook up with someone while she was there? She swore on the life of our daughter that she didn't. She admitted to dancing and flirting, but nothing more. This led to a larger conversation on her thoughts on emotionless intimacy. Another shocker was that she admitted that if I was the type of guy that would be okay with her sleeping with other guys, that she would probably do it. She knows I wouldn't be okay with it, so she has never brought it up. She again said that intimacy isn't love and that she has always been able to sleep with men and not get attached. Her friend thinks the same way. Now, I'm not thinking about divorce, but I feel like my entire world has been turned upside down. What does everyone think? Edit. I wanted to add one more thing that gives a little more insight into her thinking. She mentioned that if I had an affair that was purely physical, she would be able to forgive me. But if it was emotional, then it would be over. I'm the complete opposite. If my wife had an emotional affair, I'd see this as something I could fix. I don't know if that is just a guy thing or not. Update. I wanted to provide an update on my post from a few days ago. Anyway, many of you told me to tell the fiancé. I debated it, but another one of my wife's friends, let's call her Claire, who was also at the bachelorette weekend, beat me to it. The whole scene was quite dramatic from what I heard. My wife and Claire were over the house of the friend who cheated, call her Wendy. When the fiancé came into the room, Claire said to Wendy that she needs to tell him now or she will. The fiancé pretty much knew what she meant and basically broke down. There was a lot of screaming and crying. The fiancé took it really hard, and as of now the wedding is off. My wife looked shaken when she came home. She ended up apologizing for making light of the situation given how much pain it caused the fiancé. I told her no poop, and she admitted that her views on this were obviously much different than most people. She gave me a hug and said she would never be able to live with herself if she hurt me like that. As for what happened on her own bachelorette, Claire was present for my wife's bachelorette as well. Claire and I have also been friends for years. I met my wife through her actually, so it stands to reason that she would have definitely told me if my wife slept with another guy during her bachelorette. I suppose I'm satisfied for now.